Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Doc Ed Padama and this time we are going to discuss the Judgment of Paris. And this started with the first two main characters that we are going to present, specifically King Peleus and his future wife, which is the goddess Thetis. Now Thetis is described as the goddess of water or the goddess of the sea. And she also takes the form of a sea nymph. One of the gifts of Thetis is the gift of prophecy. Out of this wedding came their son, which is popularly known as Achilles. That's why Achilles is considered as a demigod. But we are not going to focus on Achilles on this particular story. So again, this is the marriage of a mortal, which is King Peleus, and the goddess Thetis, which produced their son Achilles. Now, in this particular event, the marriage of King Peleus and Thetis, everyone was invited except for one, which is the goddess Ares. So Ares is the goddess of discord and strife. Discord and strife. So discord and strife refers to disagreement and conflict. Again, Ares is the goddess of discord and strife, the goddess of disagreement and conflict. So the goddesses, specifically Zeus and the couple, were worried that if Ares was invited to their marriage, to their celebration, that she would cause disagreement and conflict in the said event. So because of this, Ares devised a plan to ruin the wedding. So Ares, even without being invited, arrived with a golden apple. So, this golden apple was from the garden of Hesperides. Hesperides. Okay. After arriving, she threw the apple in the middle of the gathering with the inscription, "To the fairest." So, again, Ares arrived even without being invited with a golden apple, and she threw the apple in the middle of the gathering with the inscription, "To the fairest." Fairest meaning to the most beautiful. To the most beautiful. So, the apple was seen by and claimed by three goddesses in that particular gathering. So these three goddesses were namely Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Aphrodite or Aphrodite is also known in Greek mythology as Venus. So Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. Okay, so what happened after the three goddesses saw the golden apple in front of them? They asked Zeus to be the judge and choose who among them were the fairest to be awarded with the golden apple. So all of these three goddesses tried to compete for the prize, which is the golden apple, which has the inscription, "To the fairest." Okay, Zeus then thought of this particular situation wherein when she chooses one the remaining two goddesses would have this particular grudge against him. So instead of making enemy, Zeus passed the authority to judge. Zeus passed the authority to judge to Paris. So Paris is a Trojan mortal. So by citizenship, Paris is a prince of Trojan. Paris is also the brother of Hector. So again, these are the princesses of Troy. Okay? So, Paris is also considered as the most exemplary fair man during that time. He is exemplary fair. That is why Zeus chose Paris to be the judge for this particular event. So the three goddesses went to Paris, but before that, they were guided by Hermes. That's why in the photo, you're going to see Hermes in the depiction of the Judgement of Paris. So Hermes guided the three goddesses, and before going to the presence of Paris, they bathed, the three goddesses bathed in the spring of Ida. And then after bathing, so this is already the particular scene where Hermes, shown in this photo interpretation, is has presented the three goddesses to Paris. Okay? So as you can see, these goddesses represent their respective characteristic. This is Hera, this is Athena, and this is Aphrodite. Okay, now, after bathing in the spring of Ida, let's use another page. Paris inspected the three goddesses. Okay, Paris inspected their beauty, and each goddess tried to bribe and attempted to bribe Paris. Paris was bribed by the goddesses. Okay, now what were the bribes of these goddesses? So number one, Hera tried to bribe Paris with power, wherein she promised that if she was chosen by Paris, Paris would become the king of Asia and Europe. And then the next one, Athena, who is the goddess of wisdom, who came out from the head of his father, Zeus. So, okay, she promised wisdom and specifically skills in war. Okay, and then the last one is Aphrodite. So Aphrodite, again, as mentioned earlier, is the goddess of love and beauty. So Aphrodite promised and bribed Paris with the most, not just the most, the world's most beautiful woman, which is Helen. Helen of Sparta. Now, in this particular timeline, Helen of Sparta is already married. Helen of Sparta is married to King Menelaus or Menelaus. Okay? King Menelaus. Okay, so this is the setting that is being presented during this particular situation. Paris, among the three, Hera, Athena, Aphrodite, with their respective bribes, chose Aphrodite as the winner. So again, Paris accepted the gift of Aphrodite and awarded the apple to Aphrodite, which is the fairest of them all, and is supposed to be the fairest because she is considered as the goddess of beauty. Aphrodite, again, is also known in Roman mythology as the goddess Venus. Okay, after accepting the bribe of Aphrodite and awarding the apple to Aphrodite, Paris received Helen and retrieved Helen from Sparta. So Paris went to Sparta to retrieve Helen as her wife. So there was a peace mission supposed to be led by his brother Hector to lead this peace mission between their two countries, Troy and Sparta. And because of this particular event that happened before the peace mission, Paris already had in mind to take his prize, which is Helen, because he claims that she was given to him by the goddess Athena. And then because of this is what now we know as the start of the Trojan War. Okay, instead of finding peace, Troy got war because of what happened. So Paris, what do you call this? Tried to take Helen into their ship without the knowledge of King Menelaus, and because of this, when Menelaus found out, he tried to get back his wife and ask help from his brother. Okay, and then eventually this started the Trojan War. So by essence, if we're going to go back, the reason why the Trojan War started was because of the goddess Ares, which again, she stood by her characteristic, the goddess of discord and strife. Okay, so I hope this was able to add knowledge regarding the continuation of our discussion regarding Greek mythology, specifically the Judgement of Paris. So thank you very much, everyone. Stay safe, God bless, and see you on our next video.